What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to another beautiful day over here at Skiff Land. In today's video, there's a little bit of everything. We travel an hour one direction to go check out a vehicle for my wife, and then we travel an hour back and then an hour in another direction to check out a Yamaha 40 horsepower two-stroke, bring it back to the shop and start tinkering around, having fun around the shop, whatever. A little bit of everything in today's video, so hopefully you enjoy. I'm glad you're here. Let's get into it. What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to another beautiful day over here on the channel. So right now, if you remember from yesterday's video, I cut the fishing day short because we had to rush an hour away to come check out a vehicle. Well, that was the vehicle. It was a 2014 Ford Explorer. The description said that it was really good, basically perfect. So I brought perfect money, if that makes sense. The pictures looked really good, and then when I got here, it sounded all crazy. This is the first time my wife is hearing of this also. I just jumped straight to the camera rather than talking to her first. So it sounded all crazy, so I popped the hood and I looked, and it was kind of spewing power steering fluid out of the reservoir. It was weird. Closed the hood and I was like, oh man, because when I'm buying a vehicle for my wife, I want it to be, you know, really good. So then I look under the vehicle and crazy oil leak. And then I look at the suspension and all of the bushings on every part of the suspension was in terrible condition. Oh, there's somebody else looking at it right now. Actually, that's funny. Regardless, so there were just so many different things wrong with the car, even the armrest, just little things, you know, little things that they didn't mention. But it was posted on his wife's account, but it was the husband's car, so he was showing me everything. And while I'm looking at it, he keeps saying, I show, like when I sell a car, I tell everybody everything. I tell them literally, like, so this car particularly, whenever you turn it on in the mornings, it has a tick in the mornings, and there's a really bad exhaust leak in the back, so the car runs really rough. But it's just because of the exhaust leak, and once it warms up, it'll be all good again. Like right now, see, there's no tick or anything right now. And I'm like, okay, so like, I drove an hour here. You could have put that in the description, or at least told me about it in Messenger. That didn't happen. But then he was like, talking about the suspension, he was like, oh yeah, you just need all new control arms and everything with the bushings, just get it all together. I'm like, okay, so you knew about that also. And then I was like, I'm really concerned with the oil leak, and he was like, yeah, the oil leak, it's pretty bad. I'm like, oh man, dude, I don't know what's going on with Facebook Marketplace these days, but I didn't even test drive it. There was a dent on the rear quarter panel that wasn't in the photos, and I looked back at the photos and they specifically tried to not show the dent. I'm just like, dude. But then he just kept telling me, just give me an offer, and I'm like, dude, I don't even honestly want to buy the vehicle anymore. Like, if you have like a number in mind, I'll consider the number, but obviously he wouldn't give me a number. But he kept telling me, he's like, don't be scared, just give me a number. And I was like, I really don't want to lowball. I don't like to lowball people. It never goes well. And he was like, just give me a number, like, stop being scared. And I was like, okay. I was like, $3,500, because I don't even want it. It's absolutely not as described at all. We're not that desperate to have a vehicle that we're just gonna have a Ford Explorer spewing oil, power steering fluid. He said it clunks every time you hit a bump, and it ticks in the morning. Whatever, dude. I was like, but whenever I said 3,500, he started laughing and saying like, I can't even have a response to that. I can't even have it. So, dude, I'm tired of people telling me to say a number, and I say, no, I don't want a lowball. And then they talk me in to throwing a lowball out there, and then they get upset at the lowball. I then sat there and said over and over again, do you not have a number in mind? Because if you have a number, we can talk. If you don't have a number, I'm probably just going to pass on it, man, because at this point, it would take a lot of convincing for me to even want it. Obviously, he was saying, oh, I have so many people that want to check it out, so many people that want to check it out. It just sucks. It just sucks, dude. Facebook Marketplace has been crazy these days, but also right now, I'm going to hop back in the truck, drive 40 minutes a different direction to go check out a Yamaha 40 horsepower 2-stroke. It's dark now, so honestly, I might just get there and talk numbers with him. I don't even know if I'm going to compression test it or anything. My wife said she has something to say.
Hearing all of that for the first time, I think just what makes me the most upset is that he's probably gonna sell it to like a family, because it is a family vehicle.
It's a family looking at it right now.
It's a family looking at it right now, but regardless, to a family that like might have somebody who's like not as mechanically inclined looking at it, so they're not even gonna like check for, because I would never check for an oil leak. Like, I don't know what that is. That's why I have him. So that's what makes me like the most sad, is they're gonna spend like $5,000 during the holiday of like hard-earned money, and like to not have a good car that they're probably gonna drive their children in, and that's why like people suck sometimes.
Absolutely, 100%. Because he didn't tell me everything. When I first got here, he said, car's all good. Car's all good. It's my daily driver. All good. And then he was breathing out my neck the whole time when I was looking at it. And every single time I stumbled across something, he would like be like, oh, yeah. I forgot to say that it has a big oil leak. Oh, I forgot to say that it clunks every time you hit a bump. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, I have half a mind to walk over there and tell his family looking at it, like, just pass on it. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, though. It's just a bummer, I guess. Whatever, dude. He's asking a lot of money for the vehicle, too. Like I said 2 videos ago, I kind of set my price point a little higher to weave out the cars that are like this, that you show up and there's a bunch of problems with them. So it's kind of annoying. Regardless, though, now it's time to hop in the truck and go check out this 2-stroke. Hopefully we strike gold with this 2-stroke, though. That'd be sweet. An hour of traffic for that. Looks nice.
The motor is perfect function for my boat.
Okay.
Pero 4-stroke.
Yeah.
2006.
I hear you for sure.
The motor is perfect cram for trim here.
Okay.
Pero it's perfect cram. It's perfect. What? One moment. Perfect. It's looking. It's bought.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Open cover.
There we go. Perfect.
The thermostat, no thermostat.
There's no thermostat? Okay.
This is my mechanic for clean, for conduct the water, new pump the water. Yeah.
Okay.
Well.
Let's see. How much do you have it listed for?
sorry. 1 moment. She start later.
Oh yeah.
1,050.
Okay.
So
What is the best price you would sell it for?
yeah.
Okay. What is the best price you would sell it for?
For now,
Yeah, how much right now?
is I don't know. You? What you offer? It's the chuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
choke. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
No.
I gotcha. Yeah. I don't know.
What you offered?
I feel like I don't know. It'd probably be tough to crank it right now. Would you take 900 right now?
900.
Yeah, we don't even have to crank it up.
Is maybe 1,000.
I think I'd be at 900 honestly without even hearing it run. I would do 900 if you want. If not, I'll probably pass on it, but I'll do 900. That's probably the best I can do right now. Okay, it's completely up to you.
Yeah. Okay. 900 is for now. Is perfect. 900.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I'll go grab you the cash. It's in the truck.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Here's the money. This is nice.
Yeah. The motor not good.
Motor's no good.
Yeah. Any problem you car for me, pero the motor is work.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you. Perfect. Perfect. You can just put it back there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much, my friend.
You're welcome.
Have a good one.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Yes, sir. You too. I mean, let's be real. It's not exactly the most desirable unit. 40 horsepower Yamaha 2-stroke. Kind of looks like a long shaft. Can't really tell. I'm probably the best dude to sell a motor to, though, because I'm trying to be in and out. Usually I don't even ask to start the motor unless I'm spending a couple of $1,000 on it. But for 900 bucks, after looking at it, I was like, ugh, I don't even really want this motor, but I'll throw 900 out there, see if he bites. He took it for 900. So if we can get this thing running, I think it'll be a score somehow, dude, whether I flip it down the road or put it on another boat or something. We are now in possession of a Yamaha 2-stroke 40 horsepower. I don't even know the year. I don't even know if she cranks, but that's something we're gonna have to figure out when we get back to Skiff Land. That's where we're headed right now. I might stop and take the old lady out to dinner. That's another thing that bummed me out, dude. I had the baby in the car the whole time, and the people that were trying to sell me that Ford Explorer, they knew that. They knew I was gonna come out an hour with the baby and the wife, whatever. Dude, you really threw a wrench in our Friday night. But it is what it is. That guy was super nice. I thought it was really cool because his wife got home at the same time that he was bringing the cowling down to me, and he stopped. Like, he went up and grabbed the cowling and then didn't just come straight back. He stopped, said what's up to his wife, gave her a kiss. I thought that was just sweet. I knew he was a good guy right at that moment. So he said there's no thermostat. It does come with the jack plate, the CMC tilt and trim jack plate. I spent $500 on one of those for the Jones Brothers just a couple of months ago. So for that to just kind of be included is fantastic. But I mean, I'm not expecting too much. It's just an older Yamaha two-stroke. And I knew that going into it, but I think when I was walking up the yard, it hit me. Oh, I really enjoy working on Yamahas, so if there's a two-stroke Yami out there, chances are I'll buy it just to tinker with it and learn a little bit, because dropping $900 here and there is a lot cheaper than going to marine tech school. But right when I was walking up, I was like, oh, it's kind of ugly. It's kind of ugly, brother. I'll buy it anyway, though, just because I told him I would. So I genuinely forgot how much he had it listed for when I asked. So when he said $1,500, I was like, I don't know, man. But dude, we might have ourselves a steal. Might have us a little unit. Get back to Skiff land, grab her with old yellow, cherry picker, put some water to her, hit her with a battery, see what's going on. Wait, did he give me the power cable? I don't think he did. Son, I'm about to go back and grab that power cable, brother. These things are expensive, brother. Raining a little bit. Got a little wet. Boat's getting cleaned off, though. I know it's not really a big deal that it's getting all wet under here, because I probably need to give it a pressure wash anyway, but something just feels so illegal about it. With rain like this, the old tsunami, I don't know, just the whole motor, everything, all the electronics and all the just getting all soaked. It just feels like I'm breaking the law. I don't like it. Water doesn't mix with spark very well. Whatever. I really still need to walk over or drive over, whatever, to the pressure washer, because boat's been dirty for a few days now, and that's disrespectful also. So I gotta figure some stuff out. Me and my wife just ordered Ale House. We ordered a mountain melt to split and some mozzarella sticks, whatever. We're gonna eat that at the shop, and then I gotta get to work. Wow. Not trying to be too gentle with it. These things were built to last. Okay. She's out far enough that I can grab her with the cherry picker. I'm not gonna get too fancy with this. I'm gonna tie a ratchet strap thing to it. This is what I was doing earlier today to get the ruckus out of the back of the truck, and surprisingly, it worked fantastic. Just a little double knot. And that way, I can just come pick her up. Just like that. Come here. Bingo. Let's start hoisting her up. You guys having a good Saturday? Hopefully. Currently it's Friday night. I mean, what's better on a Friday night than eating an Ale House Mountain Melt, hanging out with the wife and the baby, and tinkering with a two-stroke? I don't know of any better Friday night. All right, my idea here is to kind of lift up this section and then grab the lower unit and just kind of maneuver it myself. That might work, it might not. Let's get some more height out of this. Well, she got a pretty good cleaning on the way home. I don't even know if this thing's locked up or not. Oh. Okay. Fix my double knot. Might end up making it a triple knot. Seriously, use a better knot if you're gonna do this, but I'm cool. I'm cool with the quadruple knot, I guess. Might even do a little knot up here, whatever, just to keep it out of the way. Okay. Should be all right for now. Can you even see what I'm doing? Oh, I almost slipped. Nobody contact OSHA right now. Nobody. It's really high up in the air to the point where, like, I don't want her to start to get all tippy. Okay. All right, sweet. Push her out of the way just a little bit. Lower her down. So the center of gravity. All right, that should be okay for now. Now we can start working on her. First thing that I'm gonna do is take the leaf blower and try and dry up as much as I can. So many little, all right. That should do it. I mean, it's pretty dry, whatever. I actually think, oh, that's stuck on there, huh? I actually think randomly I might have a 10-pin harness in the shop, or in the office rather. Let me check. I was cleaning it out the other day. 8-pin. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to check. There's a key over here. Oh, maybe it's under here. I'm counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me see something. See, this would be huge. That would be a 10-pin connector. That is huge. I wonder if it works. I have no idea, honestly. I can only assume that it probably works. Key. Okay, I mean, I'm cool with that. And we have the battery cables over here. So that's huge also. Wow, okay. Sick. A bunch of things, bunch of connectors, whatever. I figure we don't overthink this. We save this connector for a rainy day. I figure, there we go. Why not just do it the old-fashioned way, powered directly to the starter, gas hooked up, water hooked up, and let's just see if she cranks. She's not locked up. That's fantastic. That's sick though that we have a key switch in here. Okay, let me get some gas and stuff ready to rock and roll. Took me a little while, but I found something that'll probably work. If it's too short of a depth over here, I could probably put one right up here. It looks a little bit longer, but we'll see. I still have to get a gas tank and some power cables. These ones I use specifically for this, straight to the starter, because if you can see, kind of burns up those ends. So I'd rather, if I'm gonna touch the battery directly, I might as well burn these up rather than the OEM ones. I have my negative cable hooked up here. Dude, don't mind all my shims, brother. My bolt was too long. And then I'm just basically power straight to here. So let me go grab some fuel and some water and let's just see what happens. This is the fuel tank that I'm gonna use. I still haven't gone to the gas station and refilled any of these tanks that I have over here. So this is still my hospital tank that still has some seafoam in it. I just have to pop off this mercury connector and put on the Yamaha connector. There's barely any gas in there. This one right here, this little can, has a little bit of regular gas in it. So I'm gonna try and make something work. I'm gonna try. But tomorrow or something, I really need to go down to the gas station and fill up all of these tanks just to have them around the shop, because I've been running on fumes. These motors I've been starting lately, running on fumes. Swapped connectors, so we should be good to go. Now I'm just gonna give her a little extra juice. I'm just gonna use what's left in this little can and then hope for the best. That's some good looking fuel right there, brother. Just gonna grab a little splash of this 2-stroke oil. Nothing crazy, just a little splash, because I honestly don't know how much is in there already. Just a little splash, just a little lubrication in that fuel, because I don't know, that oil reservoir, I don't think it's hooked up or whatever. I don't know, dude. I don't know. So just gonna do this, make sure everything's all good, give her a little swish, and then I'm gonna hook it up. Next time you see me, it's time to fire it up. Priming. Everything's pretty tight. I don't see any leaks down any of the carbs. Looks pretty good. Dude, this fuel line, all the way over here, specifically because how I do things, sparks fly sometimes. So I want my fuel tank as far away as possible, because when I'm pouring fuel in here, whatever, fuel splashes all over the place, whatever, just for safe measure. I've really been enjoying this super long fuel line. I'm about to go turn the water on, then it's time to fire this thing up. Prop looks really nice, actually. Well, maybe, I'm glad I looked at that. I mean, the prop itself looks really nice, but I'll need to tighten that down for sure. But I just wanted to go over something. There's channels out there that'll do a bunch of tests before trying to fire it up. That's definitely what you should do. I recommend going and watching Boat Busters or That Boat Guy. I recommend going and watching one of those for more educational videos on stuff like this. I kind of just hook up water, fuel, make sure it's not locked up, and then go straight to the starter, brother. Want to hear this thing roar on a Friday night. Saturday for y'all, Friday night for me. But I just want to put that disclaimer out here. I'm just having fun in here, and if you're looking for education, please go over to one of those channels. I'm just having a blast, brother. That's what I'm saying. Smelling a little two-stroke on a Friday night. This sounds good to me. I think we should be good to go. I just gotta turn the water on. Honestly, there's no reason that this motor shouldn't fire up, but considering the state it was in when we picked her up, just kind of leaning against a wall, no telling how long she's been there, no telling why she came off the boat originally. You never know, but I think it'll fire up. I think so. He seemed like a really good guy, so I'm gonna take his word for it. That's how I've been rocking and rolling lately. I'm just judging characters out here and hoping for the best. All right, let's turn this water on. And let's go give her a rip, tater chip. Come on. Couple of things we're looking for whenever we try to fire it up. Obviously, if it starts or not. And then second is if she pees all right. Because that's huge. That is, where are you peeing from, girl? Oh, right over here. She was hiding. All right, right over here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, she fires up and she pees good water. These muffs are not the best, but they're not the worst either, so we should be all right. Not a lot of pressure, but if that water pump's good enough, it'll suck it up. It'll be fine. All right, fire extinguisher on the ready. Good battery right here. I'm gonna give her some distance, and let's like I said, brother, let her rip. Make sure that fuel is primed. Okay, I don't know why I'm nervous, dude. Come on. Come on, son, give me a little something. Give me a little sputter or something. Okay. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Let's give her a little more juice. Come on. Come on. Don't let me down on a Friday night. Wake up! I don't want to wear out that starter too much. Let's give her a little rest. A few minutes later, let's see what she's got in store for us. Gave the starter a good rest. I don't see any reason this thing shouldn't be firing. Unless that float's stuck in one of these carbs, but I feel like we should get a sputter or something. Maybe she's just tired. Maybe she's just tired and all the cobwebs and everything. That's what I'm hoping, but let's see. Got a little sputter. You heard that sputter? I sure heard that sputter. Come on! I don't have any ether. I feel like some ether, or whatever you call it, dude. I feel like that might wake her up. Interesting. Very interesting. She wants to. She wants to. She wants to fire. Like I said, I don't want to wear it out. Rest for a second and then come back. She fires. I'm getting zero action from throttle. I'm getting zero. Got us a little some. Ah. She's getting tired. I cannot stress to you enough not to do what I'm about to do. You should definitely grab some mixed fuel. I'm about to yank this air box off and just go straight starting fluid down the hatch. Because I just have a feeling, man. I just have a feeling she just needs a little help getting there. You're not supposed to use starting fluid because there's no oil in it, there's no lubrication, but I don't know. Dude, sometimes I feel like I need to check some spark plugs, sometimes I need to check this, that, but sometimes I just have a hunch that I just need to wake her up. Does that make sense? Like if we just get her running, just give her enough energy to then I feel as if she will kind of pick it up on her own. All right, airbox off. Whoa. Well, I'll tell you what, that might be a little something. This thing's full of water. Get that out of there. It was probably muffling her up. Okay, airbox full of water. Well, hopefully water didn't get down the hatch. I'm about to yank the plugs and hope that we didn't get water down the cylinders, I'll tell you that. I'm gonna yank the plugs and then I'm gonna hit the starter to potentially spray out any water, fuel, whatever. All the plugs looked relatively good. They all look the same, at least no corrosion or anything. So I'm gonna hit the starter real quick and potentially shoot some water out or something. Okay, no water. That's actually all right. I'm okay with this. This would be a good point to drop some deep creep or some WD-40, whatever, lubricate those cylinders just on the off chance they've been sitting for a while. I don't have any of that, so I mean, I think she should be all right. Sometimes you put a little deep creep in there, you'll raise compression numbers as well. Lubricating them rings and whatever, dude, I don't know. I'm just having a good time. So let's get these plugs back in, huh? Like I said before, don't do what I'm about to do. And if you are gonna do it, don't do that much. That was way too much. But I bet she'll fire now, son. Bet she'll give us a little something. Sounded good. I forgot the water. Hold on. I'm glad she didn't. I have been enjoying working on carburetors. So I'll have a blast taking these off. Way too much, like I said, way too much starting fluid. You shouldn't even be using starting fluid in the first place. Anywho, I've been having a blast working on carburetors, so I'm excited to work on these, I would assume. All right, come on. I don't know if you noticed, I don't know if you can see, but we did have some water. Let me throw some starting fluid down the hatch. I was grabbing the wrong part of the throttle. That's why it was just spraying right back out. This is crazy. It's gonna crackle and it's gonna pop and it's gonna go crazy. Nobody look. Let me do me. Now she's bogging. Something's going on with the carbs. I mean, I guess I could just pop them off and take them home and clean them and then bring it back. I could do that. I don't have any rebuild kits or anything though. I wish I did. Let me hold the starting fluid and give it juice the whole time. What do you think? Getting a little bit of smokage. Frick, that got dangerous, that's what I'm saying. I was acting as the fuel injectors, basically. So yeah, something's going on with the jets and the carbs. No big deal. Pop them off. Big sputters, big sputters. Big sputters. I'm almost considering tossing her in gear. Sometimes I get a little more luck if I do that, but it's best I just take these carbs off. What's the point? You know, what's the point in not, you know? Oh, it started to weld. One more time, just for whatever. I don't want to KO all my starting fluid. I know this is hard to wash. I know. All right, dude, let's take the carbs off. Let's take them off. It's important to note also, I didn't get scammed or anything. There's a huge possibility that this motor ran perfect and then he kind of just put it off to the side, and over time, you know, things gummed up in that carb, or one of the carbs, or all of the carbs, or whatever. So there's a huge possibility of that. Let's just take them off. As far as this video, I don't want to bore you with all the nitty gritties of yanking the carb off or whatever. I might, let's see, it looks pretty easy, just disassembling a bunch of stuff. Yank off this choke lever, take this off, it just comes off rather easy. Couple of lines over here, and then bink, 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 bink. I might run into something along the way, but other than that, it seems pretty straightforward. So, shifts into gear quite nice. Let's see. Forward. Yep. Let's see. Yep. Nice. Neutral. Very nice. So, yeah, I'm just gonna spend some time and pop the carbs off, and then I'll see you back at home. I'm probably gonna sit on the balcony and do this for an hour or two. I didn't want it to smell too much like gas in the truck, so I put all the tools that I need in here, and I put the carbs in here so I can just put it in the bed of the truck. Brother, I just got carb cleaner in my hot chocolate. This one's done. It seems like every single one was clogged under the float needle. So everything else looked pretty good though. back at the shop. I'm gonna spend some time putting the carbs back on, and then it's time to try and fire this thing up again and hope for the best. That's what I'm doing these days, just kind of spraying and praying. I had the music playing real loud in here. I had a good time putting all of this back together. Really a fairly simple job. From here it looks actually not super simple, but it really was. Taking it off, cleaning them, putting them back on was very simple. So it's good to have up here in the thought bank. Now I'm gonna roll everything out, get everything ready again how it was last night. Battery hookups, gas hookup, water hookup. Hopefully we don't need that starting fluid. You shouldn't have to use that well, you shouldn't use starting fluid anyway, but hopefully we don't have to use it at all. I forgot about this last night, so I just took this out, the fuel filter, and cleaned it, putting it back in. It was pretty clean though, honestly. Everything is hooked back up now. Let's give her a prime. It's super tight. I'm just saying that it's super tight. Almost, I don't really like how tight it is, because I don't know. Because I thought I was gonna get a little more of a squeeze out of it after emptying out that fuel filter, but I got a little bit of a squeeze, maybe enough to fill up the filter. All right, I'm gonna give it a shot anyway, but if we don't get a consistent crank or like a consistent run, then that's the next place I'm gonna go, is right in here. Water is now flowing. Let's give it a shot, man. I'm hopeful. I mean, there's no leaks. Okay, we got a little more movement out of the ball just now. I don't know what changed, but all right, let's you pull the choke. All right, pull the choke for now. See how that let's just go for it, dude. Okay, I mean, that was a start with no starting fluid. Let me close the choke, see if that does anything. Open her back up. Heavily confused, kinda. Choke back in. If she starts off of fluid, then I mean, who are we kidding? She's for sure gonna start off of fluid right now. Given, not for long, it still did do something. So I think we have something going on in the delivery to the carbs. I actually didn't even take note last night if, when I took the carbs off, if they were even full of gas or not. It's acting weird though. You know what I'm saying? Acting kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it, but acting weird. Even with the starting fluid, it doesn't want to just kind of run for longer than just a second, like it was last night. We were getting a lot out of it last night. Let me give it a little more. This is the last time. Heavy dose of starting fluid right there. This probably get some pops and stuff. Yeah, and then it just completely dies. So I'm suspecting something going on with the delivery now, just because of how tight this is at all times. Let me do some stuff, and then I'll be right back. I can't say that I'm surprised either, because nothing was really that dirty in the carbs. There was no real smoking gun as far as why it wasn't starting.
Did you order pizza?
I did not order pizza.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Here's where I'm at right now. So I am getting fuel to the filter, but I took off this side and I'm not getting anything out of this side that it supplies the carburetors with fuel. I'm getting nothing out of this side. Even when I go to crank it, I'll try and do this one-handed so you can see. Even when I crank, I'm getting no fuel. So I'm going to, I guess, pop that off. Seems a bit annoying to get off, but I'm gonna pop that off, inspect everything, see if we need a new one or if it just needs to be cleaned out for some reason maybe, and then go from there. Took it off. I'm gonna open it up, clean it out, put it back on, I guess, see what happens. I just got it back in there. I haven't even squeezed the bulb yet, so hopefully I hear something going to the carbs. I heard something. So before I put it on this side, I had it connected here and I squeezed it, and I was having fuel come through, which is something that I wasn't having previously. I guess I should just try that one more time. Pop this side off, give it a squeeze. Dude, I'm not having anything. No! This is pointed the right way. This is all the right way. Why am I not having any fuel come out of this side? It was very clean in there. Everything seemed to be good. The fuel filter. Am I getting fuel from this side of the fuel filter? I don't even remember. Might have to pop that off and check to see if I'm getting fuel from that side. Let me grab something. I'm not getting anything from this side of the fuel filter. Interesting. Nothing at all? What is going on? Maybe I got a clog in here somewhere. Fuel filter's off. I'm still not getting anything. This is crazy. So I have everything off all the way down to just the connectors. I'm getting fuel now. When I took this line off, I dropped a clip. When I took this line off, I punched some carb cleaner through this and it kind of choked up, threw up a little thing, like a little hairball or something, a little dirt ball. So that's crazy. I've never had that issue pop up, honestly. So first time for everything. All the lines hooked back up. Now I really want to see fuel come out of here. I hear things moving. But dude, when it tightens up, it doesn't want to do anything. Oh, brother. All right, we're in business. We're in business. I'm actually so stoked right now. I just had to build up some pressure. I am jumping right back into this. I don't even know if I have everything connected back up correctly, whatever. I don't care. I'm excited. I'm not going to spray any starting fluid. Hopefully it just fires up after we cleared that clog. It's crazy. I guess I didn't even have to take the carbs off. It never hurts to give the carbs a good cleaning though. And I learned something along the way. Now I'm really crossing my fingers that that clog was the issue. Here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. Pull the choke. Interesting. Interesting. I'll pull the choke again. I closed choke, no more choke. That's more than we've had this whole entire time. This connector wasn't on all the way, so I'm not even worried about that, to be honest. Let me do one more thing. Things went a little sideways. I actually broke off this piece right here. But I wanted to just completely bypass this connector right here because I'm still having some issues. This is what we ended up with, dude. I had to go get the gray hose because the black hose was too big. I didn't have hose fittings that would squeeze down on this hose. Dude, I hate these gray hoses. They have a clear inner lining. They suck so bad, but do what you gotta do, I guess. I don't even know if this is working or not. Let me pop this off and I'll be able to see. Let's see. All right, you can see, I can see. It's not as much as I would want. Let me just go straight gray hose to that fitting right there. I've been going through it out here. Trying to get this to work. I finally found a hose clamp that fit. There's a tiny bit of a leak back here, but we're actually finally getting full fuel pressure through here to the carbs. So I think we might have a constant runner this time, hopefully. And then obviously I'm gonna have to source some other parts, a new fuel filter housing, and I believe there was a clog in this hose, but I think something's going on with this connector right here. I'll have to swap that out as well, or just go in line directly with like a barb fitting. Whatever. All I want to do is see this thing run for a long time. That's all I want. That's all I want. Water's back on. This motor's starting to stress me out, son. Let me tell you that much. I guess let's go for it. I just want her to run, let's say a couple of minutes. Something's like shutting it off. Well, folks, let me see what's going on with my little connection back here. It still looks the same. I don't know what to tell you. Also, don't be too alarmed by the smoke because this is my hospital tank and it has a lot of sea foam in it, so I'm not too alarmed by that yet. Is there still something going on with the delivery? Spraying some... Howdy, brother. Trying to get this thing running better. What's up? Yeah. Yes, sir. Y'all just get back or y'all about to go? Yeah. How'd it go? Nice. Nice. I don't really like what's going on here. The choke was all the way out and I had full throttle the whole time. And I know this is a hospital tank, but it's definitely smoking more than I would like. So just for starters, the parts that I'm gonna have to source is a new choke, like handle, because this is just a exterior screw. So I'll need a new choke of some sort. And then I need a new fuel filter housing. I'll need a new fuel connection. I don't know, man. I'd really like to see this thing do more. That was full throttle and she didn't want to do anything. It kept it running, but she didn't give us those big revs. Although there is a giant gas leak over here. I can't tell if it's coming from the fitting or if it's bleeding out of that fuel pump. I can't tell. I put her in gear. That was weird. I put her in gear, dude. Talk about a weed eater right there. Big old Yamaha 40 horse weed eater. Take that one to the bank. Frick. But then if I give it a little juice over here, prime everything again, I'll show you the leak in a second. The leak is coming out of what I believe the gaskets within the fuel pump. Ah, dude, pull that choke out again, maybe. A lot less smoke. Now it's back. All right, so at this point, what do you think? What do you think? I would be under some assumption that he knew about something that I'm dealing with over here. Just something. I don't know. Maybe. Because even when she's running, it's not like she's running very good. So, I mean, this is just my assumption that there was some prior knowledge. But what do you expect these days, you know? All right, let me show you this leak. The leak is right in here. I'll give it a squeeze for you. Yeah, but I can't tell if it's coming from that hose fitting and it's running down and dripping over here, or if it's from the gaskets. Honestly, probably a little bit of both. Regardless though, we have a project on our hands. It's gonna take a lot to get this thing running back to how we would want it. Good standards, I would say. But nonetheless, we got her running, I guess. I want to be able to have it running and walk away from it though. That's what I really want. And just let it idle. The leak over here is honestly too bad for me to make any assumptions on anything. Okay, kind of getting somewhere. I'm adjusting some things, half turns at a time. Obviously this isn't going to be any permanent fix because I'm kind of just trying to assess for this big leak over here on the other side. Does that make sense? And then once I fix the leak, I'm going to have to switch things back. Pull the choke once more just to figure out how to get it running. frick. I don't even know if I want to say we're getting somewhere. I think the leak is actually just coming from the like hose clamp thing. Now, to shut it off, I'm going to take one spark plug wire off at a time, just to make sure that we're running on all cylinders. Take it off, hope that we get a change in pitch or something, put it back on, do the next one, whatever. And then I'll pop them all off. I actually can't believe we got to the point where we had to turn it off by yanking the plugs off. That is just fantastic. Music to my ears. I'm taking this as a win, dude. I'm taking this as a win, okay? It's Saturday, we got UFC tonight. Although it's not my favorite UFC card, there is still UFC nonetheless. We got her running, we got her idling. We just had to adjust some mixture a little bit, whatever. feels good. I was starting to lose hope there for a second, but I don't know. I'm stoked. A little tinkering on a Saturday, Friday night, bled into a Saturday, whatever. Goes in gear just fine. Goes back to idle just fine. Obviously, I need to order some parts. I'm just gonna get another fuel pump thing. I'm gonna get another fuel filter housing. I'm gonna get some more lines. I'm going to, there's a couple things that I'm gonna add to the cart, and then come back here another day and get this thing in tip-top shape. Question for you though, going to resell it, do you think I should separate the tilt and trim from the motor, or do you think I should sell it all as a package again? I don't think the tilt and trim is going to affect the price much. I think I'll be able to sell it for the same price either way. So I'll probably end up taking it off and selling that for a couple $100, and then selling the motor for what I think it's worth at the end of this. I don't know what that number will be. If I spend the time and money to get it really, really nice, then who knows, you know? Depends on where the market's at the time. But I want to get this thing running good and either sell it or throw it on the back of another project. Maybe find a cheap hull and trailer, throw this on the back. I do have that ignition over here. I don't remember why I covered it in electrical tape, so I don't know how good that key switch is. But regardless, fun Saturday in the books. Took a risk on it. We're kind of in the green zone, sort of, now. She got a good carb cleaning, so that's fantastic. I can go ahead and cross that off the list. Now I don't know. Dude, I don't know. It's time to go home and relax, honestly. Saturday night, watch UFC and eat boneless wings. It's my favorite thing to do. Alrighty, guys. That's where I'm going to leave off at. I appreciate you guys for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Yamaha 40 two-stroke in her new home for a little bit. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, but it'll be a couple of days until those new parts get in here. So she's going to be tucked back there for a little bit. I just wanted to take a second and tell you guys how much I appreciate every single one of you guys for showing up and hanging out and just being the homie that I've needed for a long time. I try to be a homie for the homies that need a homie, but sometimes the homie needs a homie, if that makes sense. I really don't have anybody in life. It's kind of just me and my wife against the world, and my wife is my absolute best friend. But aside from that, you guys have really shown up in the past year, almost, not even a year yet, and I just can't thank you guys enough. Hanging out in the comments, it's seriously like I'm talking to you guys in the comments right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just talking into a void. I'm not talking to a camera. I'm actually talking to the homies. I feel like we're hanging out in the shop, and on a day like today, I kind of was just cleaning up the shop after working on the motor, listening to music, kind of taking things slow and just thinking about life and everything, I guess. And all that was on my mind is just how thankful and appreciative I am that you guys are here. So I'm gonna keep showing up every day. I'll be here at the same time. At this point, I can't imagine life without you guys. So I really, really appreciate it. You guys have pulled me out of dark places, and dude, here's to just being homies, you know. Appreciate all you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.